You all, my lecture series of C programming. In the last class, we have seen what are all the decision making and looping statements in C program. So, in today's class, we are going to see about one case study on how we can implement the while loop in the C program. For example, consider all we know what is an Armstrong number. So this is a problem statement. The problem statement is we know the Armstrong number. So what is an Armstrong number? It is a 3-digit integer such that the sum of the cubes of its individual digits is equal to the number itself. For example, you have a 371 is an Armstrong number. So since 3 cube plus 7 cube plus 1 cube is equal to 371. So this is a Armstrong number, we know. But our problem statement is how we can implement the while loop concept in this Armstrong number implementation. So first, before going into that implementation, we know that what is the looping. Looping is nothing but it is a way to repeat a command and control flow many times they are repeated. So we are going to do the set of code repeatedly until the certain condition is false. That is a looping statement. In C, we have three types of looping: while, do while, and for. So our case study is how we can implement the Armstrong number using the while loop. So this is the flowchart and syntax of while loop. So the syntax of while loop is while followed by the within parenthesis we have a condition. Once the condition is satisfied, if it is true, the block of statements is executed. So while condition, then open braces and block of statement and close braces. If the condition is true, the statement executed until the test condition becomes false. So the left hand side we have the flowchart for the while loop. While loop is start. So next we are doing the test condition. If it is true means execute the loop body and check and increment the control variable and check the condition again. If it is true, again execute the body. Suppose the condition is false, you should exit from the while loop. So this is the concept of while loop. Now we will going to implement the Armstrong number using the while loop concept. So this is the solution for implementing the Armstrong number using the while loop concept. So first we have a header file section followed by the main function. After in the main function, in the initial statement of main function is declaration statement. Here we are declaring the variable as one for remainder, one for the number, and one temporary variable and one for the sum. That sum is used to store the sum of cubes of individual digits. So initially the sum is initialized to 0. So these are all the declaration variables you are going to use in this program. Next you have a printf statement. That printf statement only display enter the number. Next we are going to get the input number from the user using the scanf statement. So the next statement of scanf is temp is equal to n. Why we store the number is equal in the temporary variable means you are going to do the manipulation, that means the cube and addition in the variable n. So the initial value of n is stored in the variable temp. Next you have a while keyword followed by the condition. The condition is n is greater than 0. You are going to execute the body of the statements. Otherwise you have to exit from the while loop. So now the value of n is 371 for my assumption, and also in the problem statement itself it is given. So our n is 371. Next we have a open braces and the r is equal to n modulo of 10. That statement is used to find the remainder of that division of number divided by 10. So what is the remainder? The remainder is For 371, modular of 10 which is equal to 1. 371 and modular of 10 which is equal to 1. Next we have a sum. Sum is equal to sum plus the remainder what we are getting from that previous statement into, you are going to multiply the remainder 3 times. So r into r into r. So after the sum statement we are going to reduce the 3 digit to the 2 digit. For that we are using that statement as number is equal to n divided by 10. That operation returns the quotient of the given variable. So now the quotient is 371 divided by 10, that is equal to 370. 37 37 divided by 10 which is equal to 37. So this is the way the while loop is executed. One for the find out the remainder, next for cubing that remainder, and also add with the some value, next for reducing the digits. Once the n is less than 0, that is come out from the loop. So the 3 iteration is executed. After that the n value is less than 0. So once it less than 0, the next statement of the while loop is condition statement. If temp is equal to sum, temp is already we store the initial value of number is equal to temp, that is 371. Now the sum of cube of individual digits is equal to store in the sum, which is equal to also 371. So temp is equal to sum means the given number is an Armstrong number. If it is not, the given number is not an Armstrong's number. This is the way we are going to execute the Armstrong number concept using the while loop. I hope you will understand what is an Armstrong number and what is the looping statements and what is the syntax of while loop and how the Armstrong number concept is implemented using the while loop. Thank you.